Just got off my walk. Guys, 223 calories. That's what I burned walking for 40-ish minutes, right? Now, is it super accurate? Is it, okay, I don't know, right? But what I'm saying is that if you went for a walk and just did that every day, just one 200 calorie burn walk every day, and then simultaneously came home and fueled your body with great amounts of protein and said no to that cookie and no to that cake and no to that pizza and no to those things that would just very quickly, from a caloric perspective, just usurp what you just did. Very quickly, you start saying yes to more calorie burn and no to things that would introduce more calories, right? Not in an unhealthy way, not in a drastic way, but in a way that every single day you chip away, and over time, days go by, weeks go by, months go by, and all of these healthy activities begin to add up to progress. I just took off my beanie and my sweater. I'm hot, a little bit sweaty, but here's the thing. Guys, this is what I'm trying to get across for you on my health journey. As I'm showing you real time what I'm doing on my health journey, keep it simple, keep it going, and keep the faith, right? I'm not stepping on the scale every day, right? Some coaches, some people would say, no, that's a must, right? It just depends on what you're trying to do. I'm done complicating things. I'm showing up with consistent effort. I have a plan and a system. Yes, all success is result of a good system. So you got to have some sort of system in play. But the easier the system, the easier it is to wake up the next day and go do it again, right? You can show up every day. So at the end of, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks, I've I've burned an additional thousands of calories just by walking, right? I've I've reduced caloric intake by thousands just by saying, you know what, for a time, I'm going to say no to all the sugary foods. All my favorite chocolate. I'm a chocoholic, recovering chocoholic. Right? No to cookies, no to cake, no to brownies, no to all the stuff that not only is it packed with freaking high calories and sugar, but I have a really hard time saying no to more. Oh, just have one slice of cake. I can't. I cannot just have one slice of cake or one bowl of ice cream or, 4 or 5 cookies. The amount of time that I have eaten something that's meant to last a week in a day, I've lost more like I can't count it all, right? I can't. But here's the thing. You can. Right? I said I can't. It's just that's the honest integrity in me that says I struggle with that part. I struggle with that part in the kitchen. So let me focus and dial in on that and say, look, if I really struggle, once I have one cookie, I really struggle to not have another and then another and then another. So the easiest way is to then just not eat the cookie in the first place. Right? So you have to kind of be honest with where you're at, and you have to kind of set some boundaries around your health journey that are going to facilitate greater growth and greater opportunity for you, right? Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to change. Yes, if you want to see a change in yourself, that's going to require you to change something outside of you or inside of you, right? If you want to see change, if you want to lose fat in your face, you want to lose fat around your gut like I got, well, you got to change something outside, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. So if you've been doing the same thing since 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and now here we are, 2026, and you're still not where you want to be physically, active, more healthy, blood markers in a healthier spot, whatever it is, whatever your goals are, you have to begin to change some things. And that change is going to be hard. It is hard for me to say no to opening my cupboard at 9 p.m. But I've just committed, I'm just not going to open the cupboard. That's it. If I don't open the cupboard, I don't eat the food, right? My wife is not exactly on the same journey as me right now. She's postpartum and working through some things and trying to keep a baby alive, right? We're on very two different journeys right now. And so, she's not saying no to all the foods that I'm saying no to, right? She enjoys some chocolate from time to time. So there's some chocolate in the house. Well, I have to make a decision. Am I going to cave again? Or I am going to prove to myself that, hey, I can be strong. And because I know that I have a little bit of a weakness, that once I put it in my mouth, it's hard for me to stop eating, then I'm just not going to open it and I'm not going to eat the first one. Guys, keep it going, keep it simple, and keep the faith. I'm here to show you how I am real time losing 30 pounds with just simple, healthy activities. I'm not obsessing. I haven't set some goal or a date. And I'm not saying that those things are wrong or bad, right? Like if you want to lose an X amount of weight in, 3 months, if that's a reasonable time and a reasonable amount of weight, you can go and do that. Absolutely. But I just know that so many of us, including myself, we get to the new year and we say, man, I want to lose all this weight in X amount of time. And we're not really being super realistic, right? And again, if you want to go ham and go hard and go freaking crush it, there are thousands of people that do that every year and they transform their life. And I am telling you to go do that thing. Yes, absolutely. If you are in the mindset and the capacity to go and do that thing, go do it. Absolutely. But the overwhelming majority of people need to understand that it's by small and simple things that we begin to carve away and change. And those small and simple things have to be done every day. And that's what I'm here showing you real time, not how to do, because I'm not saying do my thing. No, go do your thing. You go decide what you want to do for your health journey. I'm simply showing you what mine looks like and how you can be successful doing it the way that I've chosen to do it. But it doesn't mean that there's one perfect way, right? I've said this before. You can freaking get a rockin' bod never lifting a weight in your entire life. If all you did was calisthenics, there are thousands of people that have incredible, strong physiques and all they do is calisthenics. You can go and get an incredible bod and be very strong by lifting weight. There are thousands of people that have incredible physiques and are very strong, and they almost exclusively lift weights. There's a million different ways over the years, right? There are people that can eat 6 meals a day and that's their plan. There are people that can intermittent fast and that's their plan. There are people, you can just go on and on and on with the different paradigms, the different worldviews, the different whatever it is. Don't get caught up in that. Don't. I did. And that's what led to my inability to show up consistently because I missed the single greatest thing was that. It doesn't matter the system. It doesn't matter the program. Are there some that may be better for you? Are there some that might be more applicable to you? Yes, absolutely. You got to figure what that is for you. But the common denominator is consistency. The common denominator is what can I do every single day that's going to move the needle? And you have to be really honest about that, right? Yeah, if you're walking a little bit and you're burning 300-400 calories a day walking, but you're not really being honest with how much you're putting in your mouth as far as food goes, and like you're not realizing that you're actually taking in 25, 27, 2,800 calories, whatever it is, and then you get 3-4 weeks down the road and you go, man, I haven't lost any weight. Well, there might be a reason for that, right? You do have to adjust. You do have to make sacrifices. The reason I do intermittent fasting is because for me, it's hard for me to overeat when I just do 2 meals a day. That's it. 2 meals. Right? Now, can I overeat? Yes. Could I go back for thirds and fourths? Yes. Why do you think I'm trying to lose 30 pounds? Because those are the 30 pounds that I ate. Right? Over time, you just have to come to terms with what is going to be needed for you and how are you going to do it. So am I mindful? Now, I'll be honest. Am I weighing my food? Am I looking at every portion? I'm not. And the needle is still moving for me. But why is that? It's because I'm looking to eat to satisfaction, not to fullness, right? chemical satiety, this is what I learned. Chemical satiety happens long before, like, oh, I'm physically feeling full, right? The ghrelin and all of that, I don't know exactly how all that works, but it plays a role in you, in your body going, hey, yeah, we've had enough. Yeah, you know that signal? That's biological. I that I don't know what that sounds like anymore. That's not been an alarm in my head for years. Okay? So the bottom line is that for me, 2 meals a day works. I can have a nice portion of chicken, or I can have one steak, or a steak and a chicken, and I know, okay, as long as I didn't, throw freaking 80 tablespoons of butter on it and drench it in oil and all these things, I know if I'm just doing the steak and the chicken, yeah, that's several hundred calories of good, high protein, single ingredient food. And then I don't eat for 5, 6, 7 hours. And then I have my dinner. And again, I'm trying to choose healthier options. So, for example, yesterday I had Chick-fil-A. I got a 12-count grilled nuggets, and I got 2 of their grilled chicken patties or whatever they're called. That was lunch. I had that around 1 p.m., 1:30, and I didn't eat again until about 6 or 7, I think it was, and I had a protein bowl with from Chipotle. I didn't do any rice, didn't do any beans. I did a bed of lettuce, double meat, veggies. I did some guac, some cheese. That's easily over 1,000 calories, right? But when you dial it all in and you recognize that, okay, 2 meals a day, I got to walk in, I got to work out in, I did activities to balance. And how am I feeling? How's my energy, right? There's lots of considerations here. Guys, keep it going, keep it simple, and keep the faith. All right? I'm here to support you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to chatting soon.